result is turning heads media. And I'm not quite sure where Nikki is.
Thanks, Yvonne, and welcome everybody. It's so fantastic to see so many of you here. Brilliant. I know it's early, so I really appreciate your time. Slightly embarrassed at the moment because I've forgotten to bring the 3 videos. So stay there, stay in your seats, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a moment. Wow, hi. I have the 3 videos, but they're on VHS. So now I'm proving my age. Welcome everybody. Sorry, that was a gag just to lighten the moment. Wow, full house. I appreciate everyone coming. It's fantastic that everyone is so interested in video. The landscape has changed a lot. There's a lot of different videos that we can do out there, and so it can be quite confusing, hence the title, 3 videos that will grow your business. They're not the only 3 videos you should use, but they're the main 3 videos that will actually get your business out there, out and about, so that people know who you are and where you are and what you do. So the landscape has actually changed, like I said, quite a bit. For us who have come up through traditional media, which is radio, print, TV, it can be a bit overwhelming, but what I say to people is find where your audience is. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Your particular audience for your profession will be hanging out somewhere in particular. So you really need to know who your ideal clients are, what their habits are, where they go, what they use. The landscape as far as online landscape, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, they all want you to stay in their ecosystem. So it's becoming very hard for us to go, oh, come back to our website or come back to this particular area that we want people to spend their time.
Give me that.
Fantastic. Doritos are a really great example of using that emotion and humour. You just remember Doritos, you know, it's a fantastic, fun brand. You know, video is supposed to be there to show your personality. And video is powerful because you can make a video, you can send it out to many people. And remember, it's not just online. You can go to presentations, you've got your mobile phones, you can walk around, and even when you're networking and talking to people one-to-one, you can go, hey, check out this. Common mistakes. People try to cram everything that they do into one video. It doesn't work. You need to have a video that speaks to a particular audience. When you're speaking to your customers or your clients or potential clients, you're speaking to them because they're interested in your service for a particular reason. Same with video. Different platforms are there for different reasons, and they have different ways of speaking and connecting to their audience, and that's why people use those particular platforms. So you've really got to think about where this video is going, and you can make one video and actually chop it down into a teaser or a sizzle reel, so you can adapt it. It just takes a little bit of work just to adapt it to that actual platform. In consistent publishing, once you've really grabbed an audience, you've got to keep them there. Oh my gosh, if they get all excited because you've published a video and then the next week there's nothing there, then they get disappointed and they won't come back. There's a lot of competition out there and a lot of people doing what you guys are doing and what we're doing, so we really have to be consistent and know that the audience needs to know that we're going to be there for them. So when we're planning videos, we like to know what the video is actually doing. Is it for awareness? Is it for consideration? So what problem are you solving? You could be solving a problem for your own company. You may not have a lot of awareness of your company, that you're out there, you're a kick-ass company, you're doing fantastic things, but no one knows you're there. So that's where we start with the awareness stage. Who are we talking to? We can't talk to everybody. Again, we need to talk to somebody or a group of people. And where are they? What are they doing? So are they hanging out on LinkedIn? Do we want to talk to another business? Or do we want to talk to an individual in particular? And what action do you want people to do after they've actually watched the video? Where's that pathway? You know, you need to give them something after that. So you've put this fantastic video up there, and then where do they go? So people need to plan for where they need to go. There may be another video after that, or you may be leading them to your website. You need to give them a pathway. Now, just recently I chatted to a friend of mine, and her business is a cake making business. So with Michelle, she actually hangs out on Facebook. Potentially, they don't really know much about her business. They don't know that she's had to get a health and safety check in her home, which costs her a fair bit of money. It's not just a cake baking business. So there is a lot of credibility to what she does, and she really cares about what she does. And it actually takes a lot to make a cake like that. So these videos are for those stages. So once people have an awareness of who she is, then they need to consider all the options. So what's her process? How much do they cost? Where, you know, what's the turnaround time? What ingredients does she use? And then she needs to retain them because she wants people to come back. You know, there's the joy when someone receives the cake, and the joy even when the person comes in to collect the cake. That's a perfect opportunity to use video, and they can just be short snaps. So with yourselves, it's actually going back and writing down, okay, for awareness, what would I actually be doing? How would I promote my business? And why do people connect with my particular business? So that awareness stage is all about using video for the emotional reaction, the emotional connection. So then people get a feel for what you do and they go, you're awesome, you're amazing, I want to find out more. So then we get to that next stage of consideration. So a video profile would be the next video that I would suggest for people. And this is actually about the nitty-gritty. It's trying not to do the hard sell. It's actually just explaining where your product comes from, you know, what's involved in the process. When they come to you, what are they going to experience? And in this consideration stage, you could actually include testimonials to actually give that bit of reinforcement, someone's experience without you having to explain, hey, someone had a wonderful experience. This is sort of the last stage and the last sort of video that I would recommend. And this is actually the retention stage. And like I said, people just get to the point, sometimes we're so busy with small business that we forget that, oh yes, we need to take care of our clients. You know, once they've trusted us, once they actually go, yes, I'm ready to engage your services or buy your product, they're a part of your family. So we need to treat them like that. This was me the other day. Hi, I'm Nikki from... Practice is the key to that. A lot of people dislike going on camera, but it's because we are our own worst critics. I have a habit of doing this, and it looks really weird on camera, and I figured that out once I've done a few takes of these, and that's because someone told me that, you know, you don't get a double chin if you do that. I don't know why I do the head tilt. Maybe I think I'm still 12. But my advice is have a little practice, sort of iron out those kinks. And I know in our office we actually have a couple of places that are always there, so it's always set up, so we can film. And that's a biggie, because if you're trying to figure out where you're going to film every day, it gets exhausting. So always have an area that is your go-to place that you can film, because it's just a godsend when you need to do a quick piece to camera, or you quickly want to make an announcement or something. Of course, video has great impact when you're actually doing something to camera, announcing something. You type it in, a few text, it doesn't really have the same impact. So your CEO or you're the business owner saying something to the community, that has a lot more impact. Try a few outfits. Dual tones are really good. If you just Google that, dual tones. Avoid wearing patterns, which I didn't heed my own advice, but if you do have to wear patterns, wear something over the top. Just breaks that sort of shimmer that sometimes happens when you're on camera. And eyeline. Sorry, my last one. Eyeline. Please look at the camera. If you're going to record on your laptop, make sure it's up at your eyeline. There's nothing worse than looking down on your audience. So just put it up there. I know you want to see yourself, but you know what? Just talk to the camera. That's your audience. You'll get a lot more value and a lot more dynamic videos out of that. And then you won't look so cross-eyed. I've seen some shockers. I was speaking to yourself this morning, we were saying up the nose shots are really not very flattering. Yeah. Enjoy. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you for coming.